Once we set up our store, payment methods, products, and theme, we are able to start doing business. But what happens next? As a store owner, it's important to test the purchase process completely. Not only to check what your customers will see and receive, but also to know what will happen once your first orders start rolling in. In this video, we'll show you how to work with sales orders, how to manage the inventory, and how to check the available sales reports. Firstly, how to work with sales orders. Once we create a couple of orders, we can find them in the WordPress administrative panel, by navigating to WooCommerce, then click Orders. You will be notified of new orders directly in the menu. A small circle behind the Orders submenu shows the number of new orders. The Orders screen shows all the sales orders that you received, regardless of their order status. From here, you may continue to process your orders. Note the following points when working from this screen. The status of the order is indicated by an icon. It's important to pay attention to this, so that you won't ship any orders that have not been paid for. A green icon with the dots means that the order status is processing and you may ship the items. If the icon is orange, the status is pending payment. This happens when an online payment method was used, but the order has not been paid yet. An order with a gray icon is on hold and neither has been paid. It might be paid offline by a bank transfer or check. Do not ship the order yet. You need to manually check if you received the payment. An icon with a red cross means that the payment was cancelled, failed, or was fully refunded. This order should not be delivered. You can change the status of the order by clicking on the status icon. For orders that have been cancelled, this isn't possible here. If you still need to change a cancelled order, you may do that by opening the order and edit it from the Edit Order screen. By selecting multiple orders, it's possible to change the status of them all at the same time. Be careful, because you could easily delete multiple orders by using the bulk function at the top of the screen. Accidentally deleted orders will be moved to the trash and can be restored. Also, you can look at the order details by clicking on the order number or on the eye icon besides. The order details screen shows a lot of information. You can find all the address information, details of the products ordered, including attributes, and detailed tax information. On the bottom right of this screen, you'll find a list of order notes, holding all the status changes and other information about the process that this order went through. It's possible to add manual notes yourself. There are two types of notes: private note and note to customer. Further, on the top left of this screen, it's possible to change the order status. You can set it to completed, for instance, once you have shipped all the items. After changing the status of an order, you must click on Save on the top right, to make sure that the status change is actually saved. By using order actions on the top right, it's possible to manually resend the order emails to your customer again. Also, in this case, you need to press the Save Order button or the Apply icon on the right. At the bottom of this page, there's one more function available. When selling digital goods, like for example ebooks, the buyer receives the order confirmation including a download link, as soon as the status of the order becomes processing. Sometimes, it's necessary to overrule the default behavior of WooCommerce, and grant access to the file manually. You can do that, and it's even possible to grant access to a digital file that wasn't at all on the order. If you want to do that, just type the name of the product in the search box, select the correct product, and click on Grant Access. Besides handling orders that were created by online customers, it's also possible to manually add a sales order yourself in the WordPress administrator. This is useful for orders that are, for example, placed by telephone, email, or fax. Situations like this especially appear in business-to-business environments. You may select the details of an existing customer by just start typing your customer's name in the customer field. It's also possible to create the order for a guest, so a customer that does not have an account in your store. This is the default setting. In this case, you have to enter the address details manually. If you want to use the data of an existing customer, start with typing the name in the customer field. Otherwise, keep the default setting as guest. When adding the address data, the drop-down fields like country and state can be filled easily. Just start typing in the field and the matching records will appear. Set order status and payment method, based on the way the customer is going to pay for the order. When adding shipping details, it's possible to copy all the data from billing details, so that you do not have to enter them again. Click on the button Add Line Items button, and then click on Add Products to start adding products to your orders. Next, a search window opens, that lets you search and add a product to the order. You may change the quantity if needed. From the window shown in the preceding screenshot, you may add shipping cost to your order, or add an order fee using the Add Fee button. If you're adding the shipping cost, you manually have to select the correct shipping method and amount. It will not be filled in automatically. Click on the Save button on the bottom left once you're finished with adding items. Click on Calculate Totals as well to set the total order value. Don't forget to also click on Create on the top right corner to save your order. Once saved, you can manage this order in exactly the same way as a sales order entered by an online customer. Concerning the reporting, by navigating in the main menu to WooCommerce, select Reports, we'll be able to take a look at the reporting capabilities that WooCommerce has available. When opening the reporting page, we'll see 4 main areas that are divided by tabs, including orders, customers, stock, and taxes. Every main area contains several reports. By default, the reporting section always opens with the sales by date report of the last 7 days. The following reports of sales orders are available, including sales by date by default, sales by product, sales by category, and coupons by date. For every sales report, it is possible to select the date range. By default, this is the last 7 days, but other possibilities are this month, last month, and the current year. Besides that, it's possible to enter a custom date range. Click on the Go button after entering the start and end date. Note that this is already aggregated data per period, and no individual sales orders will be exported here. In the Customers Report section, 2 reports are available, including Customers versus Guests, and Customer List. The Customers versus Guests reports give the ratio of buyers that did and did not create an account in your store. The second report, Customer List, is more interesting, because it shows your top buyers. Unfortunately, customers that do not have an account in your store will not be shown on this list. Concerning the stock reports, there are 3 different types available, including low in stock, out of stock, and most stocked. All 3 reports are generally the same, the only difference is the filter that determines which items will be shown. Stores working with lots of products will have an issue with the limitations of these reports. It isn't possible to export the data or search within the report. Concerning the tax reports, they contain the following reports: taxes by code, and taxes by date. It shows the sales tax that has been calculated for your orders. For both reports, you can set the date range. The taxes by code report splits the sales tax per code, which is handy if you're working with different tax rates for your products. The taxes by date report shows the tax totals per month, regardless of the used tax codes. I finished here the video. If you find it useful, subscribe for more video. Thanks and see you soon in the next videos.